Okay, welcome back to the channel, folks. This is going to be the second match of the night for Halloween night. We have got Jason Wilgus from My Bad. He is a skill level 5. He is going to be facing off against Joe from Pool Party, a skill level 4. That's going to make it for a 4-3 race. After our first match, we are ahead 3 points to 0 over Pool Party. And we will get started with the lag here in just a sec. And that looks like Joe's going to win that leg. Dry break. Right off the bat, stripes look like the easier option to go for right now. They're both laid out pretty well on the table. Oh, gonna not get that one in. Rattle in the pocket. That's a recurring theme that you're going to see here tonight. We got a lot of pocket rattlers this evening. Joe's going to go ahead and take stripes, looks like. He tried to steer that one with his elbow a little bit. Tip of his cue turning right after he hit it. Well, Jason doesn't have any super easy shots here. It looks like he can get the 7 if he can clear by the 1 ball there. 2 ball, a little bit of a stretch over the table and a not super easy cut into the corner for that. Might be able to hit the 4 ball. I'm not sure if it'll go by the 12 there, or the 11 there. Might be clearance. Jason might be thinking about taking the 1 ball right on up to the corner. Nope, he's going to turn around and go for the 2. Nice job cutting that in. Got an easier cut on the 7 here. Not super easy, but now we're running out of easy targets for sure. Tries for the crossbank on the 5. Puts Joe in a position where about the only thing he's got is this combo right here into the side pocket. 11-13. He tries it. Doesn't go. Didn't really leave Jason any better off. He's going to try and get the 4 ball past the 10 there. Nope. Move things around a bit. Leaves a easy shot into the side for Joe with the 13 ball. And also into the other side with the 15, it looks like. 15 right now is blocking the 1 from going in the side, though. So honestly, I'd leave both of those alone. I'm wondering if he's thinking about his line for the 12 ball there, or if he's thinking about his line for the 12 ball there. Thinking he puts 15 to get to the 12. Not a bad plan. Should enable him to get back on the 13. Instead, he's going to turn around and take the 13. That also puts him on the 12, so not bad. But from the 12, where do you go? 15, 12 to the 13 would have gotten him down to the 9 or the 11. Three's the easy shot on the table. Easiest shots on the table, I should say. 1-6 combo is a little awkward, but not too bad. He makes it, puts in Joe's 15 ball at the same time. Looks like he's left himself a good shape on the 4 for the corner. Bumps into the 10, which is unfortunate. I think getting a little bit further up table would have given him a good line on the 1 or the 5, but he looks like he's going to bank it. Nice job on the bank off the 9. And he's got shape on the 1. Well done. Long shot for the 8, but definitely doable. And it goes. There's rack number 1 on the scoreboard. Jason leading now 1-0. Actually kind of just evens things up as far as the race go, of course. Nice break. One in right off the bat. Not sure what that was, but cue ball still on the table. Must have been a stripe. He's going to line up for the 12 down the rail here to follow that up. Not quite. Does not leave Joe with a great shot, though, so that'll work. And obviously, you take a shot at the 1 or the 3 at this end of the table, but the ones that are the closest to him are kind of blocked. Goes for the 1 into the side. He ought to be able to drift down table for getting down to the rail, possibly, or get himself an angle for the 6 down into the corner. That'll work for getting him on the 5 or the 7. Can work his way back and forth a little bit here with this. Gentle pop out. Oh, a little too hard. 5 rattles in the pocket. Gives Jason good shape on that 13 for the other corner. Looks like he's going to try for the 11. Which corner pocket is he going to try this in? There we go. Nice shot. Just follow that one right on up with the, looks like the 12. Yep. Keep this going. The 10's awful close to the rail here. I think I'd go for the 14. Either that or he was just trying to get the cue ball somewhere where Joe was going to have a harder time of it, but get the 10 off the rail. Well, Joe just kind of stacking them up down there at this point. Like I said, we're going to see an awful lot of balls rattle in the pocket, not go down this evening. Kind of nice to see that it wasn't just my team that was having that be an issue for him. Okay. Just about had the 6 joining the 2 and the 5 down there. Pinball goes down. Good shape on the 14. Good angle, too, that should bring him down so he can get a hit on the 15. I'm not sure where he's going to want to go with it. Unless he thinks he can squeeze it by the 7. Unfortunately, hitting the corner of that pocket and ruin that angle. Huh? Try. Oh, I was going to say tried to get it up in the corner. He did get it up in the corner. Nice bank shot. Looks like the 8 will go by the 7 there, and there's enough traffic in the other corner pocket. It really shouldn't be a problem. Probably want to call and have somebody watch this shot. Well, it looks like we're going to have a timeout. Jason B going to give Jason W some ideas of how he would approach it. And the approach is to hand the ball back to Joe. He's going to bide his time and wait for a better shot on it. Yeah, Joe pushes in the 5 with a 3-ball combo off a ball in hand. Oh, that's a good job of working that corner with all those balls packed up in it, one at a time, and still leaving himself with a shot on the next one. Oh, that didn't work out too well, though. He can get the side of the 4 there, or you can take a kick at it. Either way, it's going to be difficult to get that into a pocket. Not a great, easy shot. And we're going to get a timeout. Turn the tables here. This can be Pedro giving Joe a timeout. Oh, didn't quite get that one. Oh, and scratch. And Joe's just going to go ahead and concede that rack. I like to tell my opponents always make me take the shot. I'm a 4. I could miss. All right, I could line myself up wrong, and I could follow it in because I'm, just feeling overconfident at the moment. Whatever. Well, scratch on the break there. Pretty wide open table. Layout looks good for going with either stripes or solids. No problem. Like Joe's going to try and get that one ball into the side pocket for an easy start to this run. Problem with that one is it's going to come down to the foot of the table, and whether or not he's going to have a good shot. Oh, he hits gentle enough. Nice. Good ball speed. I'll give him either the 2 in the corner or the 4 in the side. Probably take the 2 in the corner here. Mainly because it looked to me to be the harder of the 2 shots. Misses it, unfortunately for him, but lines J up on that 14 down the rail into the corner, which was one of the few problem balls on the table. Ten's a little bit in the way for the 12 here. I think he's going to do 15 into the 9. And it goes. Nice job. Looks like you ought to be able to follow that up with getting the 15 into the corner. Put enough draw on it to come back out. Unfortunately, got behind the 6 ball. So going to have to take a shot at the 11. Oh, really nice try at it there. He was kind of stuck on the side of the 6 there. Couldn't get the right angle, but put enough English on it to almost get that 11 ball. Going to give ball in hand to Joe, though. Again, here I'd start with the 2, possibly the 6. Start with a 2, mostly because I want to work my way down the table towards the 8. Going to start with a 6. And that's probably mostly because it's tied up against 12. I mean, not really tied up, but close. Leaves himself good shape on the 3. The biggest issue here is unless he transitions to the other side of the table before he finishes up, he's going to have to try and go from the 2 back to the 8 with that run. He's going to put himself on the 4. This will be his transition to the other side of the table if he makes it. Nope, rattles the pocket. Didn't quite get up there to where he would have a good shot on the 2 either. So that'd be a little bit of a back and forth work. A lot easier to work one side of the table down to the other if you can manage it. Just about I got a lucky kick off of that 5 ball there for the 13 up into the corner. Oh, Joe puts the 7 in, bumps the 8 over to the rail. Looks like he's going to work his way up to the opposite end of the table and then come back at it. Yeah, he's got the 2-4 combo now. Having to rely on a combo in your run. And here now he's got the 2 against the rail. It's a hard cut shot. Not an impossible one, of course, but way harder than necessary. Manages to make it work and lines himself up on the 8 corner. And gets a little bit out of line taking that shot. Looks like he tried to steer with his elbow again. And a nice straight shot. No steerage necessary. Well, that didn't work out quite the way I think Jason wanted it. Gonna try and shoot this into the corner again. And misses the target again. That is kind of surprising. He's been shooting pretty good there through this rack so far. Jason gets that one in, no problem. Don't think he wanted to come this far back down the table. He wanted to leave himself with a good shape on the 11 there. Goes for a defensive shot. Looks like he's got himself enough behind the 10 that should work. Only going to make it a little harder on Joe getting that 8 down the rail. Oh, just about put that on the side. Didn't mark it, didn't call it. That would have been bad for Joe. And Jason goes for a bit of a two-way shot there. If the 10 would have gone, he would have had a couple of more opportunities to get balls off the table. But as it is, the cue's parked behind a couple of balls. Joe's going to have to make a kick shot. He touches it, so legal hit. And still chasing that 11 ball around a little bit. It's in a much better spot there. Things are kind of separated out. See what Joe goes for here. He's using his chalk to mark the pocket. Um, he's got it in his personal chalk holder, so our league operator said that's okay. You can't just use table chalk though for these kind of marking the pockets, mainly because of the fact that there are 3 pieces of chalk on the table right now. Which piece is the one that you're actually marking the table with? Since it's in a personal chalk holder, it's a little easier to tell, but an argument could be made. And in the case of a tournament, probably would be made. So not a habit I would put myself into with marking with chalk. Saved by the cue ball on that one. That was headed for the side pocket. He missed his mark on that hit. I think I'd go 11, 10, 13 here. Looks like what Jason's lining himself up to do as well. Bounce off the, didn't bounce. I can still get the 10 in the side. Got enough distance between the rail and pocket. Not an easy shot though. Oh, he goes for the upper corner. Oh, not where we wanted to land on the 13 though. Makes this a kick shot. Manages to collide with it. Unfortunately, leaves a fairly decent shot for Joe into the corner with the 8. And to decide which corner pocket gives him the least chance of scratching. Yeah, good job putting that in with some stun. So no worries about a scratch at all. Put Joe on the scoreboard finally there. So 2-1. Both players now needing 2 more racks. Well, we got a scratch and a stripe in. Taking the stripes right now would be a numerical advantage, but not sure if the layout's any better. Should be able to separate the 13 from the 6 with a shot on the 9 into the side. Oh, pushed it up against it. Well, he can get the 11 from here. And stun across the table there. Gets him on the 15. So the angle for the corner is not great. I'd go defensive here if this were my shot. And Jason goes defensive as well. Nice job putting the 15 in front of the side pocket here. Hard to get too defensive with that shot, of course, because the majority of the balls on the table are Joe's. No real good way to hide that behind a stripe on that shot. And a lot of options here. Taking a stop for the other table. Somebody just about bump into the back of him. He's going to try the 7 into the side pocket. That's a difficult cut. think I would go 13 in the corner here and come back around 2 rails for the 15. Jason goes ahead and puts in the 15. He's got a shot on the 13 down to the corner. Gonna bump the 8 when he does it. But the 8's probably gonna bump into the rail over here. That's not too bad. Oh, he manages to not bump the 8. Doesn't get the 13 down into the corner, though. Bit of a defensive shot there. Parked it up against the 8 to limit Joe's options. He's got 2. Could have gone for the 4. Pretty sure Jason can squeeze that 13 right by the 7 right there. Go ahead and put that in. Sorry about the squiggly line. Hey, goes for the bank, which lines him up for the 8 down in the corner. No, not quite. Not quite. All right. Joe's got a lot of stuff on the table to work with, which also means he's got a lot of opportunities here to get a defensive shot if he wants to go for it. Joe tends to be a bit more of an aggressive player. He will take safeties occasionally, defense, but not always. Like that moment right there would have been a good time to take a defense. He didn't have a great shot. He had some shots, but nothing that was really kind of a easy shot. So, and Jason puts that one away. On the hill now for him. I think that's a big style difference between Jason and Joe. Jason is a very very willing to take the defensive shot. He will often take defensive shots when I'm kind of surprised by the fact he takes defensive shots. So more of a mental game for him, where Joe is definitely, while he will take defenses, doesn't do it quite as often. Like we got solids this time around. Got all the stripes still on the table. Go with taking the 2 out of the middle of the table. Start off. Nice shot on the 1 here. A little bit of follow on it. Put him right on the 4 all the way down to the corner. Oh, there it is. Right on the pocket. Stop shotted that, though. I'm kind of surprised by the stop shot there. I would have thought to follow and take the 4 next. Yeah, that shot didn't need as much follow as it had on it. Puts Joe in a bit of an awkward position. Of course, he can work the corner here, try and get some stuff moved around, which he does. Didn't really improve the situation around the 8 ball. Six into the side looks good here. Not sure if the 5 will go by the 13 there. Oh, goes for the bank. Jason is way more willing to take those bank shots than I am, that's for sure. Not the best bank shots. I get them occasionally, but definitely something I need to do a lot more practicing with. 4 all the way down now. Should, oh, nope, not right angle. And the collision with the cue ball really puts it in a completely new spot on the table there. Looks like Joe's going to try and take this one into the side. Couldn't tell if that was the 12 or the 10. 15. Bank shot on it. Leaves the cue ball up against the 4. I'd probably put a shot on the 3 right now with some bottom right on it. See if I could move that 13 out of there. Oh, well, 4 on one side, cue ball on the other. And a timeout. Nice short timeout there. I don't know if y'all watch FX Billiards. Watched an episode of that just yet this weekend, and it's like, if you don't move, if you don't take advantage of having ball in hand to get rid of a problem ball on the table, you are wasting ball in hand. Was the essential lesson on that one. I gotta say, I agree. Now, if you've got ball in hand and you take a shot at something that's just right in the pocket, it's easy. What are you doing? Yeah, not quite right on the angle for that one. Leaves Jason, looks to me like Jason could put that into the corner from there. You could also move the 3 ball right now. 3 ball's not too bad. It can go in a number of pockets from a bunch of different directions. 5 ball, a little more tied up. And it really depends on how against that 11 cue ball is here. That doesn't quite go. Oh, that's going to leave easy shot onto the 11 for Joe. Of course, knowing Jason, he might have planned it that way. He might want Joe to move that so that he has to move the 13 finally. And it worked. 11 went in. 13 is now separated from the 8. Still up against the rail, though. Goes for a decent defensive shot. I think he was trying to park the cue ball over here. That leaves Jason with a shot on the 8 that he doesn't have a problem with hitting, but doesn't really have a good angle to put it in the corner. That being said, he can deny an easy shot on the 13 for Joe. Well, that nicely moves the 5 into the pocket. Jason just has to move himself around the table in order to get on the 3 after this shot. Oh, ooh, I think I would have went with follow and a little bit of right on that to come back out around the 13. The draw just put it right into it. Nice job hitting the 3, though. Unfortunately, leaves Joe lined up on the 13 into the corner. And he draws it back behind the 3. Little less draw. No draw whatsoever. Stop shot. He would have had this rack right here. I find that I don't know if this is the same for your division if you're watching this from somewhere outside of Lake and Osceola, but I find a lot of our players rely on draw just a little too much. Draw isn't always the answer. Yes, it looks cool. It does. But in this instance, it was the wrong move. And that'll be ball in hand for Jason. Joe is understandably not happy with himself. Quick stop shot into the side with the 3, and now he's got the 8 lined up for into the side with another stop shot. Bingo. And that'll do it. That'll put Jason with 2 and Joe with 0 for a match score of 5-0 right now. My bad over Pool Party. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please give us a like and subscribe. Love to hear from you, like I said, and like I say every time, it'd be great to hear how your teams are doing out there, how we're doing with the channel here, and we'll see you with the next one.